Hey y'all. Okay, so this week's topic is going to be about your favorite herbs. I honestly don't have uh, favorite herbs that I work with like all the time. It really just depends on what I need them for. It depends on if I'm doing a love working, if I'm doing malediction, if I'm doing protection. So I don't have any one specific herb that really stands out to me. So I'm just gonna go through like different formulations that I have and pick out ingredients that I utilize and hopefully share some good stuff. The first thing, okay, I can do that. The first thing that like, I want to share is Bay. Bay is really good for cleansing, for wish magic, for manifestation, for creating. You can take a bay leaf, really, and what I like to do, especially for cleansing work, I will put a sigil of attraction on a bay leaf and have it attract like all the stagnant energy of a home, the negative essence, you know just the tension. And I will take that bay leaf and I will go through each room in the home, and I will allow it to attract to it all the energy, all the dust, all that gross energy, all the lethargic nature, and then after I work through each room and I work towards the entrance of the door, I will go out and I'll burn the bay leaf and allow it to burn, and then as it burns, it releases. It takes all the energy from my home, and the fire releases it and transforms it into something that's going to be higher in its highest and best. It transforms it into something that's going to be better for the outside world. And so it takes all the gross energy from my space, and as I burn it outside of my space, as I gather the energy and I gather all the essence from where I am, and then I walk it outside, I'm taking that energy away from me and I'm banishing it away from me. And so as I light it on fire, light it up, it transforms it and I release it. Okay, so it's taken away, it's going away. And so I like Bay for that, because Bay is really great at attracting and manifesting and helping with cleansing. And so once I do that, I usually will take another bay leaf and do a sigil that's another attraction sigil, but attracting and uplifting, so it's going to attract good vibes, it's going to attract what I need to place in the home, and then it will also uplift and raise the vibration. So I might, incorporate, sage as well as bay. So then I'll take that and I'll bring it inside and walk through the room. And I don't know, sometimes I'll burn it. Most often what I'll do is I'll already have like a formula created, and I'll have like bay essential oil in a bottle of Florida water with some sage essential oil, and then some like sage bits and some a bay leaf that has my sigil on it in the liquid formulation. And then I'll spritz the room. I love Florida water for that, and then I love sage for the uplifting energy, and then I love bay for that wishful essence and for that attraction of good nature, as well as keeping the space clean, and that's very important. Once you banish something, once you take something away, once you get rid of something, you have to replace it. You have to make sure that you replace it with something that's going to be more in alignment to what you want to call to yourself, what you want to promote, and what you want to bring into your atmosphere, into your realm of experience. So that's what I do with bay, and I like bay for that. Let's see. I also like, where's this one? Ibright. I don't use Ibright that often, but when I do, I enjoy working with it. Eyebright is great for love working. It's great for love spells, because what it does is it helps you see things clearly. It helps you to see a situation for what it is. So when you're attracting something or someone, Eyebright can help you see what you need to see and see the truth of the matter versus what you want to see. So it's great for, you know, not getting caught up in the glamour of a situation, and seeing the truth of the nature of someone or whatever you're experiencing. So Eyebright is really good to utilize when you need to stimulate your clairvoyance, when you need to stimulate your psychic centers, which help you to see, when you need to see clearly, when your mind is fogged, and you're just, you know, you feel very heavy and weighted and you just really can't focus. Eyebright actually can come in and help clear things up. It's almost, it has that psychic energy of like a decongestant, because it will get rid of like that tension, it will get rid of that frustration, as well as promote what you need to be experiencing, what you need to see. So definitely work with Eyebright. Eyebright's perfect for that, perfect for love workings, like I said, when you want to attract to you something that you really need and something that you want, but also you don't want to invest into something and it not be what you thought it would be, you know. So it helps to really penetrate the glamour and get through those surface levels, and it helps you to see, you know, the reality of the situation. So also Eyebright is good, like I said, for anything to work with your clairvoyance. So if you're trying to work on, you know, visually experiencing things, and not just clairvoyance, but if you're just trying to work on, you know, visual meditation, or just enhancing your visual experience, you can work with Eyebright to help you stimulate that, to help you really tune into that energy. And you can, you know, brew, you know, Eyebright, boil it, and let it cool, and then utilize it and just like meditate with it, and put it on your third eye, your crown chakra, even your throat chakra, and just, you know, meditate with it and pull its energies into you, and then utilize that to see what comes up. And as you meditate, try to focus on your visualization and start to see things and create things, and see how it's different when you utilize Eyebright versus when you utilize something else or nothing at all. But Eyebright can help you really fine-tune how you perceive and how you see things. So if you are, you know, naturally someone who really sees things a little more fantasy-like, a little more drama-like, or something that you make more, there's a term and I can't really think of it, but you make more of it than what it really is, Eyebright can help calm your shit. Eyebright can help you actually tone down and see the situation for what it is and not overreact. So that really can help you, especially like, let's say you're in a meeting. Eyebright is great to help you see things very clear, and also, you know, detached, so you don't come across any specific way other than what you need to come across like. So definitely work with Eyebright if you want to see clearly. Let's see. What else do I have over here? Let's see. Ooh, roses. I have pink roses in one of these ones. Pink roses are great. You know, I like roses for love. Different color roses mean different things. Just, you know, roses are definitely associated with, you know, love, with lust, with, you know, attraction, with, you know, calling forth and creating and connection. Roses are associated with sensuality, networking, and so then you take, you know, the different colors of the rose, and whatever those colors mean to you, you would apply that color, you know, that color essence, that color symbolism to you, and attach it to what roses actually offer, you know, how they offer love, how they offer, you know, that sensual connection. And so let's see, pink to me is more of like, you know, I don't know, I would associate pink with friendship, because I think when I think pink, I think rose quartz, and I think, you know, friendship, connection, a good marriage, you know, something that's been long-standing. And so when I think of that and I apply it to a rose, I think of, you know, commitment. I think of a long-standing connection, something that's going to be serving the highest and best for all involved. So when you want to work pink roses into like a love working, it helps to bring commitment. It helps to bring like connection. It helps to bring both or more, all parties at least, into the present moment, so you see each other for what you are, and so you're able to give each other what you need. So pink roses do that. Yellow roses would bring wisdom, would bring knowledge, would bring, you know, the understanding that I am a very sensual being, or I am very, I'm worthy of love. You know, so yellow roses would bring that, and, you know, it'd be the wisdom and the knowledge to interact with your world as that. So you can see, you know, the different colors of the rose would alter your reasons to work with them. So definitely pay attention to that. Let's see, do I have anything else? I love patchouli. I really do love patchouli. Patchouli is actually, that's probably one of my favorite, I really can say now, that's probably one of my favorite herbs to work with, just because it's so versatile. I like the way it smells. Some people hate it. Some people, like, they have any sort of whiff of patchouli and they freak the fuck out and they get crazy and they're just like, oh, it's so gross. It reminds me of hippies. You know, it reminds me of not having any, like, you know, deodorant, blah, blah, blah. So everyone has some association or some knowledge of what patchouli is. And I think that's great because that's one of its, you know, its expressions. You can work with patchouli for abundance, for attraction, and for being seen when you need to be seen. So if you're like working, if you're trying to get a promotion, let's just say that if you're trying to get a promotion and you have a lot of other people, that other competition, you can work with patchouli energy to allow you to be seen more than your competition or more than the people around you, because the energy of patchouli, people know what it is. They either love it or they hate it, but at the same, they just know of it. So it's very abundant in attraction. It's very abundant and present in our experience, and so that's why it's very great to work with when you want to be noticed. You know, it's also connected to the underworld. Patchouli is great for communicating with the dead, with, you know, spirit. Patchouli's, you know, it's very lusty, it's very earthy. It helps bring spiritual energy into the physical realm. So when you need to pull down some spirit essence and you really need to make like a physical expression for it, patchouli is, you know, the herb to work with. And actually, it's great for channeling, because when we channel, we have to raise our vibration. When we channel, we have to create that connection. So we have to raise our essence, and but we also have to bring it down into the physical. We have to make that connection in the spiritual. We have to raise our energy and our vibration, but we also have to bring that information down so we can, you know, express it in the physical realm. Patchouli helps you to do that. Patchouli helps you to you know, communicate and raise your energy, but at the same time, because it's so earthy and very lusty, it helps you to really focus it in your body and then express it. So patchouli would be really good actually for like full body channeling. You can use that, absolutely, and grounding, as well as cursing. That's really good. Let's see. I will say Jasmine. Jasmine, I love. I do like Jasmine. I like the crawling Jasmine. And, you know, Jasmine you can use for, you know, heightened awareness, as well as, you know, glamour, as well as love and attraction. Jasmine, also, you know, it can distract, you know, because of the scent. You know, Jasmine can come in and it gives you these visuals of a specific energy. Jasmine can come in and you have this essence, this glamour, this image that is entered into the mind. And so it kind of takes you away, or takes your breath away. That's the power of Jasmine. And so while that is happening, something else can, you know, step in and make itself known while you're distracted. So you can definitely work with Jasmine to distract, to create a distraction. When you need a distraction, you can use Jasmine when you're trying to attract something, when you're trying to promote love, and you're trying to, you know, bring connection. Let's see. Yeah, Jasmine's really good. Jasmine and actually and Violet together are great for, you know, seduction, great for like temptation, and promoting that love essence. So that'd be really good. Yeah, so I think that's it. You know, Bay is great for attraction and wish and cleansing. So, you know, utilizing a sigil on a bay leaf is perfect. You know, burning it, allowing the fire to transform the energy and then release it. And then, you know, sage uplifts, sage attracts and channels, you know, high vibrational frequencies. Sage promotes, you know, really intensity of, you know, higher beings. You have that, and, you know, you have your Jasmine. Jasmine is for love and attraction and seduction. Also is great for distraction. So there's different things that you can work with all of these for. But I do suggest, you know, if you're going to utilize whatever herb that you work with, be sure that you communicate with it, be sure that you connect with it, be sure you tap into its influence, its energy, and before you actually just use an herb, make sure that you put effort into working with its energy. So align yourself with the herb or the flower that you're working with, and meditate with it, and get to know it and feel its essence and see how that influences the work that you do, and activate it. You know, you have to give it life. You have to let it know, hey, I'm here, this is what we're going to do. You can't just, you know, throw a few herbs together and call it magic. It's not how it works. You have to create life. You have to engage with it, and so that's very important. So those are just some herbs that, you know, I work with. If you have any questions, if you want to add to this, feel free to utilize the comment sections below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.